So what's going on, everyone? My name is Huntress World Gaming. Today, this is a different video that I really want to talk about. So this comes from Reddit. If you don't know who the original developer is, I'll tell you. It's on Reddit, and it's called Luna Anons. And if you don't know who Luna Anons is, he's the original Luna game developer that made the original Luna games, but there is something actually that has changed the game builds and all that. But I'm pretty sure there's a reply coming from Alyssa919, and Luna has replied, they can. The newly built versions were built using Game Maker Studio 2, so they should be playable on modern PCs. There may be some small differences due to how some of the code and to be altered, but otherwise they were untouched. The older ones I cannot say for sure. They were made over a decade ago, and I haven't been able to get them to run myself. So anyway, this is what he says right here. Hello, I am the creator of the creepypasta game series known as Luna Game. I made games over a decade ago now, and I wanted to write up a bunch of things about my process and thoughts on the series as a whole. If you want to read what I've written up, I made my website for it here. So there's a lunagame.me for right here. I'm sure a few people have tried to come forward over the years as the creator of this series, but I have wanted to share things from my perspective. In the end, whether or not you believe me is entirely up to you. I won't be trying to prove myself to anyone. So there's a link here that I really want to go. So that's by Luna Anons. So what he says, hello, I'm the creator of the MLPFIM creepypasta series known as Luna Game. It's been over 10 years since the first game was released to the public, and a lot of things have changed since then. I left the fandom in 2013, around the time Season 3 ended, so I didn't realize how much this game series had caught until many years later. Hell, it even has its own TV Tropes page. This page is super cool to find years after I made this. This game was made before I truly realized the importance of crediting work, and many most of the assets in the games are stolen. I am not proud of this, but I didn't think anything of taking a few fan sprites here or a few song remixes there. I realize now how important it is to speak with the creator of the work to receive permission to use this beforehand. Regardless, I've decided to create this website as a way to talk about the game, where the idea came from, the point of a lot of things, secrets people never found, and more. Hope you will join me on the trip through memory lane. Enjoy. Okay, what is Luna Game? A series of 2D platformer games created between the years of 2011 and 12. The goal of each game is simply to reach the end with various images and sounds used to scare the player or cause general discomfort. On the more personal level, the Luna games are a series of projects I made to experiment with game creation when I was young. I had no intention of creating a semi-viral series of creepypasta games going into the project. In fact, the first game was simply supposed to be a prank. I gave to a few of my friends in the community. Publishing it online was never part of the original plan, and things definitely got out of hand faster than I could ever imagine. The inspiration behind the series. So the first Luna Game, the first entry in the series, was originally created as a prank for my friends within the MLB FIM community in early 2011. The original inspiration was actually a YouTube video. I can no longer find it, unfortunately. The video was simply a static image of the Creepy Bloom and Zoggo Pinkie Pie images accompanied by the slow down sounds and music. I took the Creepy Pinkie Pie image along with the sounds that played over the video and used them in the Luna Game 1. I also realized that using the version of Game Maker I had at the time, I could save images and text files to the user's computer, which I basically saw last time when I played those games. This is one of the more dubious things I did. Though it was never meant to be malicious, the only way it would save these files was in the same directory as the game itself. The files were just the same Zoggo Pinkie Pie image as in the game. The text files had numerical names counting up from 1, with the text reading, "The end is nigh." What the frick? What the hell? Okay, they just left out this link here? What the frick is that supposed to mean? The friends I had this off to had a laugh. They might have also gotten upset with me. I honestly can't remember. And I was so proud of this, I submitted it to the biggest MLP FIM fandom site at the time. The game was put up on their website and taken down within the day due to complaints. After this, the statement was made that they would no longer accept any submissions of executable game files. The reception was so strong from the first title, I felt inclined to make more, so I did. So the bonus trivia, the end is nigh, wasn't originally a pun. It was actually just a spelling mistake of the word nigh. What the fuck do you mean nigh? The first sequel, internally, the first game was only ever called Luna. To me, it would show up as Luna.exe on most computers. Luna Game 2's name then was simply Luna 2. Online though, it had been called Luna Game 2. I swapped the sprites out with newer sprites of Luna I found. I made the level a bit longer, improved the movement code to not be absolutely atrocious. Now it was only mostly bad, and added a new image. The tone of this game would set the standard for the rest, with Princess Luna falling to her death at the hands of the player. Counting the series. After the second game, the name of the series has been cemented as Luna Game, and each entry from here and on out will get more complicated than the last. The end of most every game had Luna dying in the gruesome fashion, usually falling to death. At this point, I started having fun making these games. I had no issue with negative feedback because it was all anonymous. Though generally from what I saw, people enjoy the series, getting scared by something like this was more novel back then. It may not have been a good game series, but it took this innocent, cute show that people loved and twisted it in a way that caught people's attention. Luna Game 4 featured an actual win-lose scenario. If you don't escape the approaching darkness, you won't be able to see the true ending of the game. Once you complete the game, it saves the file in the Windows temp folder, not allowing you to replay it? Wait, it saves... Wait. And the save file in the Windows temp folder. Do I have it still? I'm pretty sure I still do have it still. The Windows temp folder? Where's the Windows temp folder? I don't even see it. If you guys saw what it looked like, just let me know next time. When I start playing these games again. Or probably new ones if they just come out by Luna Annans. I don't even know. So that's the original name of the original developer of the Luna games, actually. I do have one drive, but it's going to be empty as I click on it. And there's a Windows temp folder. What the hell is Windows here? Okay, it's Windows temp. Okay, Windows temp. Have I just found something? What? Wait, what is this? Wait. Hold on a second. It was in the temp, but I'm pretty sure I crash pad. I'm so sorry, guys. If you want me to get back to reading, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, you know what? I'll just get it out there. Okay, where was I again? Okay, there we go. I secretly released a replay program with these later games, allowing users to run this program and play Luna Game 4 again. I no longer have a source code to this, but it's just deleted the file created by the main game and allowed you to play it again. So the odd one out, Luna Game 0, I played that before with my OBS. So anyway, this is a Luna Game 5 Luna Game, and that was also known as that. So after making Luna Game 4, I wanted to try something different. I was using my time making these games to learn how to do various things in Game Maker, and I wanted to have something a bit more story-oriented. I suppose my idea of fun was a maze fetch quest. In reality, I still had no idea what I was doing, and even at the time, I don't think I enjoyed it much. I just knew people would power through it to see what horrible things happen to everyone's favorite moon princess next. At its core, it was the same Luna game as those prior. It had platforming, falling, and a jump scare, and creepy music, but this time with an additional platforming fetch quest. At the time, I had big ideas for the series. This was going to be the prequel entry that explained how Luna ended up in the endless loop of death from the games prior. Unfortunately, after creating this title, I lost interest in developing the Luna game as a series. It wasn't until the fan project sparked my interest again. Luna Game 5, Luna Game End. So here we go yet again. 6 months had passed since the last Luna game was released, when Luna Game 5 was published by a different creator. At the time, I saw this as a challenge to myself, so I started work on the real ending of the Luna Game series. I could no longer name it Luna Game 5 because the fan game had taken that, so I went with Luna Game End. I tried building some hype for the finale of the series, though I'm honestly not sure how much people in the fandom cared about it at this point. Regardless, I got to work, and using the fan game as inspiration made the final entry of the Luna Game series. It was by far the most ambitious game I'd made up until this point, featuring some simple cutscenes, more gameplay, and mechanics I didn't know how to do before. It was also the only entry to include Easter eggs. I published the final entries shortly after, and that will be the last time I work on Luna Game. It was already well into 2012, and I believe people would lose interest in the series at this point. I certainly had lost interest in making them. So rise in popularity. Going into this, I never expected Luna Game to be received the way it was, and I can't say for certain when the series truly hit its peak, but it certainly stayed relevant for far longer than I would have ever imagined. Many people published videos on the series, wrote articles, and made fan games. It's honestly humbling seeing how much of an impact a silly little creepypasta made on so many people. When looking up things people said about the series, I found some commenting that they say remember this from their childhood. By far, this is the largest project I've ever made, and the entire thing was done anonymously. Who is the anonymous creator? I have no plans on revealing my identity at this point. I'm not embarrassed about it. I just have no reason to. The original reason I stayed anonymous is because I was worried the game would upset people and they would lash out at me. I kept it up because it was convenient, and I made the series more compelling as a whole. It allowed me to make something with such an impact, yet be able to walk away from it completely. I didn't have to worry about people ridiculing me for being the pony creepypasta creator after leaving the fandom. It was nice. This was also created at the time where even if I did reveal who I was, I wouldn't have gained much from it. I was far too young to have any idea what to do with that fame, and it wasn't the original IP, so I couldn't do anything monetarily with it either. I'm glad I kept it all of the source code though. I can still look through it and reminiscence about the past. By the way, I also work as a systems administrator now, though the projects I work on now feature a lot of fewer ponies. So Easter eggs, the Luna Game series as a whole doesn't have many Easter eggs. In fact, I don't think the first 5 entries have any Easter eggs at all. Luna Game End, however, has a few that even to this day no one has found. So the source comment. Oh, the source code comment. Okay, this is an odd one. I didn't in the last video with Luna Game 0 playthrough. I'm pretty sure I didn't even found that one, but this is actually a secret. So here's what it says here. This was an odd one. I'm going to be honest, I completely forgot about writing this. So I did so in case anyone was able to compile the game, but even I don't think the code comments would say in the compiled code base. Regardless, this was commented out. Okay, so here's what it says here. If you can read this, help me. I know they're coming after me. I know they're going to find me. And I know I won't survive. My time is running out. There are the series of games telling a tale of a series of rather unfortunate events that have led up to my current situation. If you can read this, you already know my story. I know what I've been through. I wish I could undo mistakes of that past. I hope you won't make the same mistake. Goodbye for now. Okay, Spider-Man Easter egg. What the fuck? Speaking of Spider-Man, we're getting the third adaptation of Spider-Man series called No Way Home. I'm not sure that's going to involve Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield coming back, but it's going to have Tom Holland and Benedict Cumberbatch, the one who still does as Dr. Stephen Strange. In Luna Game End, if you die at a very specific spot when the darkness is chasing you, a picture of Spider-Man holding up a camera will show up in the next screen. There was no reason behind this existing other than I thought it was funny. Okay, so if I do play Luna Game End again, a specific spot. Okay. I did not know he was a fan of Spider-Man. Sorry for being silent right now. I really thought it was funny. Thought he was just actually the fan of Spider-Man from Marvel. Spider-Man. Okay, Luna Game Zero routes. The game changes slightly depending on which Luna Game Zero route you beat. If you played it at all before this. I'm not entirely sure what it changes, though I did find code related to the temporary files it creates. Okay, so this is another link right here. The file exists. Working directory. Is that what you really want me to do, to check the script for that? I believe whatever item you got in Luna Game Zero also appears as a shadow during the Static Pony section. But I'm unsure. Date Easter eggs, birthday, Friday the 13th. Oh, whoa! Okay. Okay, so let's, after we do these things, we get into Friday the 13th. Sorry I was late for that. If Friday the 13th comes, I might be able to play the game again. I'm not entirely sure. Date Easter eggs. There were a few Easter eggs depending on the date you play the game. I'm unsure if these still work, as the code has changed a bit, but I'll outline them here anyway. Okay, birthday Easter egg. If you play the game on November 21st, wait at the far right wall in the Static Ponies room. Birthday music will play and you'll see a scene with a birthday cake. This isn't my birthday, by the way. Oh, okay. Oh, was it the first game? Or was it Luna Game Man? I don't know. Static Ponies. Oh, Static Ponies. Far right. So when November 21st comes, that's what's gonna do? Okay. Alright. So, okay, that's what happens. I'm sure there's a birthday Easter egg. Okay, anyway, Friday the 13th, I'm not entirely sure what this Easter egg did. The only code I could find for it was, what the hell is this? If global. Friday 13th, 1. What the fuck? Okay, if you play the game on June 6, 2006, what? The sky background should be replaced with the Hell Sky image. Wait, what? 2006? What does that even mean? We haven't found any Easter eggs for that. Luna Game release dates. If you play the game on the release dates of the previous games, various things about the game will change. I was unable to locate all the changes, but I verified that the Luna Game 2 release date sends you to the same room in Luna Game 2. Recreated, I also believe that if you use the release date of Luna Game 1, Luna's sprite changes to the original sprite used. Luna Game 4's release date should show you the "You Met with a Terrible Fate" text somewhere in the game. I am unsure where though. Okay, I'm not sure either. Assets used without permission. What? Without permission? What the fuck? You didn't even give credit to Luna Annons yet. I'm not proud of the fact that nearly all of the assets used in the Luna Game series were used without permission. From the original authors, I believe that there were some cases where the original creator was upset that the asset was used, but couldn't contact me because I had submitted these games anonymously. It was honestly a pretty awful thing to do, and I still feel bad about it. Here's a list of all the assets used. The creators I could find. It's been so long that a lot of the originals have been lost to time, or I just simply couldn't find them with the Google search. I didn't think to take notes of the original places I took these from. If you know the source to any of these, please feel free to reach out to me at the email listed in the contact info at the bottom of the site. Huge thank you to Mbesto for finding 99% of the sources listed down below. As a final note, do not harass the original creators of the assets used. They has no say in this. And their work shouldn't be associated with this game series anyway. Wow. Sheesh. Downloads here. Downloads here. Original builds. New builds. Okay. So there's actually a LunaGameContact@gmail.com. What the frick? So if you have anything to contact this developer, or if you don't, you just stay anonymous. But I'm pretty sure, thank you so much, Dancelot, for letting me know about every origins to how Luna Anons actually did. But I'm pretty sure this was actually revealed. If people think in the comment section below that I did spoil, I'm gonna unlist the video. Speaking of unlisted, I did unlist it the last playthrough for Aqua.exe. I'll tell you. Tamago Iku had really said that I did leaked it. What did I do? I unlisted it. But if people found out I did reveal the original name behind all the Luna games right here, they will say that I did leak it too. And I would have unlisted that video as well. So anyway, I'm pretty sure that's it right now. Also for Dancelot that he was trying to say about, what was it here? About Kanaguchi right here. Before we go, there's also ZiltyFnati. But before we go, here's what Dancelot says about Kanaguchi as well. So let me tell you a fact about Kanaguchi. He is a schizophrenic and suffers from sleep paralysis. So sometimes the software he develops, which he started working on at a young age, is influenced by that. Also, I love Kanaguchi so much. The thing that he makes, his music, games, animations, are literally an art. Also, Kanaguchi uses HSP Hatsu processor to make his games. He started making games sometime in 2006. But he removed numbers 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, and 5. The only thing that is left is the numbers 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Every single one of his games are literally lost media. But I find it all thanks to a YouTuber named Saint. I might upload them on Mediafire sometime. I'm keeping them on my USB. So, you already said the same thing. Also, Kanaguchi's games are not the same. Sometimes when you open one of his games, something will change. There is no clear path in the games. It's all random. Also, here's the thing. If you put walking on Kanaguchi on window mode to get the creepy thing, and since every single one of his games are randomized, it might be a rare chance that will happen. So if that happens, consider yourself lucky. Also, here's another fact about him. The eyes that you see in his games is the developer's eyes. What the hell? Okay, I did not even notice that. I thought that was like a random guy's face expression or whatever that reveal that was. Is Kanaguchi's eyes. He basically uses pictures of his eyes, hands, nose, mouth, face, and sometimes even his voice in his games. Wow. I just said that was a lot of messages. And I just asked him, are you talking about this Saint? And that's the link. Subscribe to Saint Timmy in the description below. And also has the biggest file with like 1.45 gigabytes. Holy shit. That's a mega. Here's the file that Saint sent it, containing all the old games that Kanaguchi made. Holy shit. Wow. KanaguchiGames.rar. Okay then. I'm pretty sure it's gonna initialize, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna leave that out. Gonna block it. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure that's it right now. Holy shit. Holy shit. So thank you so much, Dancelot, for letting me know about the original creator behind all these Luna games, Luna Anons, and also about Kanaguchi, who was the most Japanese developer around 2006. And also from ZiltyFnati. What does he say? What does he have to say about that? But maybe, I IG? What does that mean? So anyways, me and Kins are bust on making X2. Oh, average.exe too, since it's not vacations anymore. And I'm planning to add a character which could be... I'll give you a couple more minutes to find out who it is. Who? I don't know. I don't know about that. Why did you ask me that? Jesus, okay, I'm putting my Ultraman Zolfi and Trigier over there in my bed. So sorry guys, but anyway, that's all I really had to talk about today. That was like a longest story I've ever read by Luna Added so far. I'm waiting for ZiltyFnati to reply. I don't know, just so I can let you know we could add someone. Could I add someone? Maybe one of the YouTubers? I don't know. Either. Jeez-sums. Why would you always do that? Sorry, that's a little spoiler alert. But it is getting closer. Oh, getting closer? Wait, what? Getting closer. Getting closer. Getting closer. No. What did I just do? Hold on, guys. That is a spoiler alert. That is a spoiler alert. Him and Kins are actually bossed to make that. It's not vacations anymore. It's gonna be freaking leaked. It's gonna be freaking leaked. Remember, no, not that. Remember Luigi Kid played your username 666 game. If I'm wrong, then I still don't know. I'm so sorry, guys. I have to end the video before he starts replying. Never too bad. Never too bad. Never too bad. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. Well, anyway, okay. As always, don't forget to drop the like button, stay 20% cooler, be ready for the real action. As always, goodbye everyone! Fuck, please, end the video now!